Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings like this one each week for me, don't forget to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is an exciting one. We are going to see who is your soulmate, with signs as well as initials. In front of me, I have 3 different options, so choose the one that you feel most drawn to. This is Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3. If you need more time, you can pause the video, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Group number 1. Okay, so who is your soulmate? Okay, group number 1. So your soulmate is being represented here by the King of Fire. So even if it's a girl that you're wondering about, just flip it. So even though they could be a fire sign, what is coming through even stronger is that they exhibit fire-like traits. So your person is a very fiery, lively, passionate person, especially when it comes to what they are into. And I also see that they are very driven by the heart and what matters most to them, okay? And I'm also seeing that for some of you, your person is also going to be in the spotlight, okay? And okay, the other thing that's coming to me about your soulmate is that I feel like a lot of you already know this person, okay? Now it is a general reading, so I feel like some of you were kind of involved, could have been involved with this person to some capacity. That could be talking, it could be friends with benefits, you know. For a very small portion of you, this could actually be an ex, but for the majority of you, I literally just feel like this is somebody that, you know what, you've had your eye on them and, you know, you found them to be attractive. I feel like they find you to be attractive as well, but there was never quite like that commitment there. Like it never progressed to the next level, no matter if to what degree you guys were involved with each other. You know what I mean? And for some of you, this is like literally a crush from afar, okay? But either way, the main theme is that you guys have always like been drawn to this person. You find them attractive. And I feel like due to either them being non-committal at the time, okay? Or just there's something coming through as far as like the timing not being right as far as anything progressing between you two goes. But I'm also getting that this person, back when you first met them, they were also in a very like restless place in life and definitely more immature than what they are now. So they definitely went through some kind of a glow up and a grow up like all at the same time. And I feel like that is when they're coming back around, okay? And they have their stuff together like way more than they did when you first had your eye on them, okay? And yeah, so I find this whole dynamic to be interesting and very similar to actually another video that I did. It was the love letter from your future spouse. So if you want to check that out, I will link that, and it is group number 2. If you want to know more about this particular energy that's coming through. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this person, you know, they're definitely coming across as a leader. So even if they're not in the spotlight, I feel like there is something that they do where they have to communicate, and it helps to serve and like empower people some way. Like they're stepping into this leadership like role. And on top of that, so they're gonna have their eye on you, and you guys are gonna be a wish for them. Okay, so however you like thought and felt about this person back in the day, I feel like that is how they're gonna be, okay? And they're gonna come back as a way more grounded, secure, and, you know, healed from whatever it was that drove them to be so non-committal back in the past. You know what I mean? And it was also like the stage of life they were in. And I see like them knowing like who really, whether you know this or not, like who really stood out to them. And it's you guys, okay? So you guys are going to gravitate back towards each other, like, and it's going to happen magically, okay? I'm seeing that, like, like somebody, you know, wishing upon a well type feeling. Just very serendipitous, even though that card didn't come out for this script, but that's exactly what's coming through though with the Knight, the 9 of Water. Okay, so on top of this person communicating, they're definitely building their life. You know, they're building it up, and I do feel like they're following their passion, or they will be, like it's a work in progress right now. And yeah, they want you by their side though, is what's coming through, or they will. Also, I feel like, you know, this person and you, if those of you that were closer and like more like you were a friend to this person, even though you always wanted more, I feel like some of you actually got into it with this person before. Like, you know, I'm just getting like some kind of sharp words were spoken between you guys, but it like never, like, even if you guys took time apart from this connection, I don't feel like, you know, you always bounced back is what I'm seeing. Okay, they always viewed you guys like a princess. And if you're a guy, like a prince, okay, so, you know, a little bit like, kind of like a little spoiled and like getting your way, but like adorable at the same time. Yeah. Okay, the other thing that is coming through is that this person has a competitive streak, okay, and I feel like you do too. And maybe some of you that are choosing group number 1, you find, you know, you kind of bring out the competitive side of others maybe. Yeah, because I'm getting that kind of energy between you two. And I feel like you're both like passionate people, okay? That's also coming through. So you guys like heighten that in each other. Well, you will, like if you don't know that yet. Okay, so I feel like when they come back around, you guys are going to be a little like more on the guarded side than you were before. And it's because you feel like, yeah, you know, like been there, done that, you know, like if you really want something, you're going to have to prove it, you know, like I'm not going to be taken for a fool. And yet at the same time, you're going to be flattered because this is what you always wanted. Even it's like you knew before they did about, you know, that magnetic connection that you felt between them. And I feel like they always really were your wish, and now you're about to be their wish now that the light's gonna dawn on this person. So yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna be kind of hard to get, but this person isn't gonna give up, okay? They're kind of like an Aries in that way. Like when they want something, you know, it's like they're gonna make it happen and do what it takes. Okay, this person does not shy away from putting in the work to achieve a goal is also what I'm getting. So a very driven, ambitious person who's passionate. But what's interesting about this person is they have a really good balance, I'm seeing, with the Temperance here. Like, they know how to put in the work, but at the same time, they know how to have a good time, you know, and just be like their fun, lively self. So, and I feel like you guys are both going to bring that out of each other, okay? I'm getting a real yin-yang energy. So if one of you is a little bit more on the you know, like kind of earth sign, like discipline, you know, do the work, and the other is a bit more fiery, lively, animated, you know, like center of attention and just like, you know, very animated basically. I feel like you guys are going to bring out both. Like whichever one you are more of, you're going to bring that out on that of them, and they're going to bring the opposite out of you. But I feel like you both kind of have both traits as well. But yeah. Okay, so, but I am, with the Swan card here, I do see though that this is a soulmate connection, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of mirroring back and forth between you two. Okay, so this is literally going to be, you know, your mirror, I see. So yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are like, oh, it sounds like, you know, kind of like me. And I am seeing that you guys are going to both be like mutually attracted and like wanting the same thing when they come back around. But I definitely feel like you guys noticed them first, and like you always had these feelings. It just took this person a while to catch up to that, as well as to go through whatever it is that they needed to go through. But yeah. Okay, so I also see kids in your guys' future, if that's what you both want. And I do feel like you guys are going to hear from this person. Like they're going to contact you. Okay. So I actually didn't get many signs for this group, so I feel like you guys in particular are not to really like emphasize too heavily on signs and just kind of allow whoever this is, you know, to be that person for you. But the signs that did come through are Cancer as well as Virgo. But they don't have to be those signs. They could just be in their chart. And they also could be a fire sign, okay, with the King here. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and then we have Temperance, which is also Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what initials came through for your person. Okay, so I have T, O, M. Okay, so there's Tom. A, E, N, R, B, W, P, S, and J. Okay, so those could be letters anywhere in this person's first, middle, or last name. Okay, group number 1, this is who I see for you guys. Let me know if you think you know who this is and what you make of this. And if this resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Number 2. Okay, so who is your soulmate? Okay, group number 2, this was a really interesting group of cards. Okay, so I can't wait to hear who this person is from you guys. All right, so the first thing that came up to represent your soulmate is that this person is somebody that you are friends with, okay? And I'm getting like more so than an actual friend is like you're connected on social media, okay? So that kind of a friend. And that I feel like this is interesting. I do feel like you guys already know this person, and it's somebody that you felt like you kind of had like this instant like attraction and connection to, even though you don't really know them, okay? Like it was mutual. And I do feel like for a lot of you, I do feel like you guys have spoke to this person, okay? Like I'm getting like some kind of back and forth online communication between you guys. But then I feel like something happened, okay? And it broke this communication off is what I'm seeing. You guys had a very short-lived like connection going on is what I'm seeing. And on top of that, I feel like, you know, this person, it's kind of like they were going through a hardship at the time. So it wasn't necessarily anything that was said between you guys, but that kind of might have just kind of sealed the deal. All right, because I'm getting like a definite cutoff from communication, but I don't feel like your guys' connection was cut off. Like I don't feel like anybody unfriended anybody or, you know, just totally cut off energetically and emotionally. Like, no, none of that. Okay, you guys are definitely still connected, I'm seeing. It's just there's definitely been a cutoff from communication. While this person is also going through something. Or were going through something. Like, if you've already spoke to this person, they're coming out of whatever this is, okay? And if you have yet to talk to this person, well, it's possible they'll still be going through the hardship, or they could also be coming out of it. Okay, so yeah, something definitely though, communication-wise, I don't feel like went, like, something didn't quite go your guys' way, or like, maybe it was whatever happened that cut it off, that just like, yeah, I'm feeling it. It was like you both feel like, man, like what happened? Like we had something going and then it just cut off. You know, and I feel like somebody didn't communicate exactly with the 7 of air here, like exactly what was the culprit for it being cut off. And I feel like I'm just getting with this card, like this person is definitely restless and has anxiety over whatever it is that's going on in life, or they did. I feel like now they're currently in the hermit mode where, you know, they're kind of like off doing their own thing, getting right with them, centered healing, whatever it is, you know, they're getting back to them. And I feel like they're going to bounce back even better than before, like an elevated version of them. Okay, especially the 9 is really standing out to me as like an end of a cycle with whatever the hardship was. Okay, they are definitely like moving past that and rising above it, I'm seeing. And I also feel like with the key here, they're gonna like carry on with this wisdom now after having gone through whatever it is that they went through. So it could have been a lesson that they had to learn. And maybe even like, for some of you, this might even involve you guys as well. If you and them, like if it was about something that was said and whatever, maybe that's part of the lesson. Like you both had a lesson or something to learn. And for others of you, it's definitely whatever they're going through. Okay. So take what resonates. Okay, so this person definitely acts like a tough guy or girl is what I'm getting. Okay, so like they definitely come across like, you know, with this fierceness, with this toughness, a very independent energy. I'm actually kind of getting the vibes like, you know, I don't need no man or woman, okay, in my life type thing. So definite independent lone wolf types, want to do it themselves, you know, would hate to have to ask for help on anything. So that's the other thing, okay? So with the hermit here and the not communicating, it's like, so it doesn't matter how much they wanted this connection and to start something with you guys. It's almost like they have too much pride to actually admit what it was that happened that cut off the communication is what I'm seeing. So yeah, I do see that they come across as kind of like enigmatic, okay? Like they were there one minute, then not the next. And you guys are trying to like rack your brain, I feel like, with trying to figure out like what happened. So I do feel like that's also why you're checking out these videos, you know? Trying to get clues, signs, like is this person still interested? Was I just imagining like what I thought we had, even though it was short-lived? And it's like, no, you know, it was there and they were feeling it too, but again, this person, they're coming, the moon card might as well be here. Like, it's just like they got this background, this world going on that, you know, they don't reveal. And it's like, and whatever it is they're dealing with. So yeah, unless they communicate that, you wouldn't have a clue about that. Okay, so I feel like you both, though, are mutually attracted to each other. Okay. And I feel like this person kind of gets icy, kind of gets moody and jump ship when things get rocky a little bit. And that could even be in life, okay? So that's just something to be mindful of with this person. You know, like when things start to get rough between you guys, that this person, they do like space. I see that. But you almost have to like, you know, just be matter of fact and kind of blunt with them and be like, okay, you know, I know something's wrong. Like, don't even allow them to be like, oh, I'm fine. And just be like, hey, what's up? You know, like, what's wrong? And you know what? If they continue to be their, you know, cut off cold, aloof, distant self, then, you know, that's how they are. Okay, and you gotta see, like, does that work for you or not? You know, like people got their different ways of operating and dealing with things, but this person also definitely has a lot going on, I see. So it could be more than one thing. Like I feel like a lot of changes happening currently in their life and they feel like it's kind of chaotic, and yeah, that's kind of like why they retreat in the hermit mode and aren't really pursuing anything right now relationship wise is what I'm seeing. Okay, so I do feel like though this person, when they are feeling themselves, which they are on their way to, they can be a very charming, fun, flirty, fun, spontaneous person, okay, and charismatic. And I'm also getting, you know, just a very Four of Wands, very celebratory feeling, you know, when you're with and around this person, you guys are going to feel like, like life's a party, it's fun, it's always feeling new and fresh with possibilities. Even if you guys aren't necessarily out on an adventure. I feel like any moment is going to feel like an adventure with this person. Okay, I also do feel like you two are going to travel though. I do see that. For some of you, you have or will meet this person through work. That won't be all of you though. And they view you guys as being this fun, flirty person as well, who's charming and kind of hard to get, I feel. Like they also feel like you're kind of there one minute, you know, being your sparkly, awesome self, and then you're kind of like gone. That's just how it's coming across of how they view you. Okay, so you both have that though. You both definitely, when you both are being like your best selves, you both have this charming, fun, flirty self though, who makes any moment fun. And that is going to make your relationship super unique and like, just, I feel like you both are gonna have such like amazing times together, and you're just gonna feel so alive and like I said, like a very like anything's possible type feeling. I feel like you guys are also gonna inspire each other to reach for your dreams, whereas before maybe, you know, insecurities got in the way with that. So you guys are gonna be like best friends and lovers is what I'm seeing. Now, here's the thing about your person though, okay? They definitely have like kind of a dualistic nature. I feel like on one hand, they can be very fun, you know? Like the Three of Cups here, that's a very like, yeah, it is the friend card, but it's also like the going out card. So I feel like this person has one side of them that's very fun, free flowing, and spontaneous. And then they have another side to them that can be very... kind of like a chip on their shoulder, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, and like I was also getting kind of like jealous and a little petty, like jealous, petty vibes from this person, and I actually think it's in regards to you. So I feel like you guys watching this, you might actually get like a lot of attention and get hit up a lot on social media, or you come across that way, and this person, you know, like, I feel it. They can get kind of jealous and be a little petty, and that also might contribute to if all of a sudden their mood changes and this person becomes kind of icy or moody and aloof and like they back off. Okay, so yeah, or they start texting K or something, you know, like just like totally different, like a switch up. And it's not that they're not interested. I feel like that's their insecurities coming up, and they might, you know, get kind of childish in that way. I'm also getting this person really deep down wants someone to chase them and make it known that they are into them, like make it obvious. Okay, so this person actually gets kind of intimidated by people who act hard to get or like playing it cool, I see. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, so they are going to view you guys though like a dream girl or guy, okay? Just like the full package. So despite how this person's actions may be, like this person is going to be into you, but I feel like what's weird is they end up doing what they don't want you to do, I feel. Yeah, like if they're not feeling their confident self, they might actually act like, yeah, you know, like totally go into that independent mode, like I don't need anyone, and it's really just a tactic to get you to chase them is what I'm seeing. So yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so you guys are really being like told to be patient with this connection, okay? So like this person, they've got to go through whatever it is that they got to go through, and I feel like as they do that, they will emerge from this whole thing with more awareness and self-realization about themselves and how to deal with people. And I do feel like, you know, it might knock some of that childishness like out of them is what I'm seeing here. But yeah, they're definitely a very observant and clever person who's intelligent. Okay, so they definitely have, I would say, like air sign vibes. So even though none of the kings or queens came out for that, I'm definitely picking up on that. Also, you know, we have Virgo here with the Hermit. Okay, so for some of you, this person also could live at a distance from you. That will be for some of you. For others, okay. Your person might be kind of a gossiper, is what I'm seeing. So that's interesting. But they definitely will want, you know, to put a ring on it or to, you know, have you put a ring on it. Is what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's go over the signs that came through. Okay, so we have Leo, Cancer, Libra, and Sagittarius. They could be one of those signs, or they could also just be in their chart. So, okay, so we have R for initial, M, E, L, U, T, Q, V, A, and S. Okay, so those could be letters anywhere in their first, middle, or last name. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. Let me know in the comments. Do you think you know who this person is, and what do you make of this? Also, if this resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 3. Okay, so who is your soulmate? Okay, group number 3. So your soulmate is coming across like the king of air here. So even if this is a girl you're wondering about, just flip it. Okay, so your person is highly intelligent is what I'm seeing, okay? And very observant. I feel like they're really good at communication. Kind of when they want to be. I feel like they're kind of selective in that way. So definite intro extrovert, you know, depending on their mood. And I do feel like you guys know this person, and some of you were even involved with this person, okay? So in any way, like it could have been talking, it could have been friends with benefits, just an ex for some of you. You'll know, okay, by hearing about this person, which it is for you. But either way, the overall feeling that I'm getting is that you both don't feel like, you know, this connection actually got its proper, like, okay, well, what's coming through with that is the main feeling with this connection is you two never got a chance to take off and explore this connection. It's kind of got the feeling like it got off on the wrong foot, okay? And this person is coming back around like, you know, with this Ace of Earth here. So a very grounded, practical, and committed type of energy, and like a fresh start is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so this person's nature is they're very like goal-oriented, ambitious, and driven, okay, typically, especially with whatever it is that they're passionate about. And yeah, and when they laid eyes on you, they literally thought you were the most beautiful or handsome person that they've ever seen, okay, inside as well as outside. So even if you're a guy, you're coming across as the Queen of Water for this. And I feel like they just like knew, like you had the one written all over it, okay? So they were tapped into the soulmate connection, no matter how they acted, no matter what happened, okay? Because I do feel like it's possible that whatever caused you to not to go further with this connection, I feel like it's possibly on their end. It is a general reading, but regret's coming through for one of you, maybe both of you. But it's definitely acknowledged, and they definitely want to move past this with a complete fresh start and a clean slate. And they really want you, I feel like, with this deer here, like to see like their innocence and their pure, you know, heart and intentions that they truly do have for you in this connection is what I'm seeing. Well, yeah, because it's your soulmate, you know what I mean? Like, so of course you both can't let go of this that easily. And they do. They dream about, you know, having this life with you guys. I'm seeing with the 10 of Earth here. And you know what's interesting? And I know, you know, we all love the 10 of Cups, 10 of Water, because it's very fairy tale and happily ever after. But there's something about the 10 of Earth that is almost even more mature though than that. Like it's definitely got this grounded, structured, like realism that the other card doesn't have. And like you're putting your root stone and you're doing things from the bottom up, and yeah, and you're willing to put in the work to make this work and to grow and to blossom, like you're planting the seeds. And I feel like, it's like they're coming back around with this more mature energy, okay? With the 2 earth cards here, I'm definitely seeing that. Whereas before it might have been more airy, more fiery, more like passionate, but not that stable. Like that is the word. Okay, so there's like this stability that's coming through this time around when they come back around. I'm seeing with the Chariot, they are moving forward towards you here. So this is interesting, and they're bringing this more stable, secure, grounded energy. So this is really great to see, group 3. Okay, so on top of that, I feel like this person is kind of, even though they're coming forward toward you, it's kind of like they are waiting. They're waiting to get a sign from you that this is what you want as well, is what I'm seeing. But I feel like they're going to communicate with you whether they end up hearing from you first or not. But I think somewhere like they wish they would hear from you first. Like it would take such a like they could just breathe again type feeling. So you both are actually called to be patient with this connection and trust in the divine timing of how it is going to flow. And yes, I do see that whatever happened between you two, it did spark this change between you guys, but I actually feel like it's going to be for the better. And you guys with the Chariot here are going to rise above your problems and actually like be stronger than ever is what's coming through. And yeah, you know what? Sometimes it does take roaming free and breaking free and like coming back to yourselves and recentering and, coming forward, like moving forward with a new awareness, a new self-realization is what I'm seeing. And with the reunite card here, yeah, like that definitely tells me like this is definitely somebody and you were involved with to some capacity. And then with the house card here, like, yeah, in the 10 of earth, I see that. They are definitely building up themselves, they're building up their own life, and they want you a part of it. They actually, I feel like, imagine like what would it be like to be married to you, and being in the same place all the time. Yeah, like this person's kind of a dreamer in that way. So whether they ever admit it or not, okay, this person, they're dreaming of, when they think of their dream life, they think of you, basically. To put it bluntly. Okay, so this is interesting. So you guys are also seen to be like this source of light in the dark is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting kind of a little bit of self-entitlement from this person, okay? So they feel like, like when they feel like, man, almost like a little bit like they basically want you to go with this idea. Like they want you to see what they see is what I'm getting as far as you two go. Okay, so regardless of the past, they want you to know, I feel like, that they see clearly now is what's coming through and that they want to do whatever it takes to make this work. Okay, that's the message. And I feel like they think you're going to have like this wall of protection around you and make it kind of tough for them to come through is what I'm seeing. Yeah, like they wonder if communication is going to feel like kind of going through a maze. And I feel like, if you knowing what you're hearing now, though, I feel like you aren't going to have that same wall up. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. You're gonna see them for who they really are and give this person a fair shot if it comes to you to do so. Like if this resonates with you and you're like, yeah, okay, like if you take this as confirmation, only you guys know your situation best. So like if this will resonate or not. If not, then, by all means do what you feel is right. If it's keeping this connection cut off, then it is. But, what I'm seeing though currently, since it's a general reading for the most of you though, that this person is coming back with good intentions, okay? Okay, so yeah, I definitely am also seeing that this time apart was definitely needed between you guys, like very 4 of air energy here, as well as with the roam free, and it did spark this change, okay, that was actually for the better. Okay, so also, oh, I gotta mention this. So the song that came through instantly when I saw your guys' cards here was Drake's Hold On, We're Going Home, okay? And it was the lines in particular. I've got my eye on you. You're everything that I see. I want your heart, love, and emotion endlessly. I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. Yeah, and all that. So I literally feel like, yeah, this person can't get over you guys. Okay, so like it just hit them one day, like you are the one. It doesn't matter like how far, you know, like you guys like whatever you try to do to move on, get over each other, it doesn't work, because you guys somewhere deep down I feel like you know each other are the one. Okay, so like your minds, if nothing else, always go back to each other. Okay, so I feel like you guys at your best brought out this real, like, playful, fun, lighthearted side of each other, and that life felt like an adventure and, like, full of possibilities is what's coming through. So very carefree, free feeling, okay, when things were good. And I do see that your guys' outcome here is showing up like the sunflower, which is like the sun card, and that it just looks really like positive and elevated this time around, okay, from that change that was sparked between you guys is what I'm seeing. Okay, so signs that came through for you guys is Virgo, or for who they could be, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, and Gemini. Okay, but they don't have to be any of those signs. Those could just be strong in their chart. So the other thing that also came through about you two is it's like you guys have this mutual admiration about each other, okay? And I feel like what that could be is like, I feel like you guys actually like really admire like how intelligent you think this person is, but I actually feel like they feel the same about you, okay? So that's interesting. There's a bit of mirroring going on there, and I feel like you both inspire each other to like, you know, just kind of like crush your goals and really go for what it is that, you know, inspires you is what's coming through with the Chariot here, as well as where to go, the Candle. You know, just like I really do feel like you guys are going to, if you go back together, like elevate each other and really bring out the best I'm seeing. And yeah, okay, so I drew some additional cards as well, and I'm getting, okay, so this is interesting. This is coming through really strong now. You guys are highly attracted to each other, okay? And it's like, woo, the chemistry, the passion, just like, you know, off the chart. Yeah, like no one compares, I feel like. And if you guys don't know that yet about each other, it's like you will, you know. And yeah, so I'm definitely also seeing, yes, the current energy is a definite cutoff feeling, and I'm not necessarily getting like, you know, emotionally or energetically, just like the communication though is definitely there, because obviously you two are still in each other's minds, or you know, wouldn't kind of be here in a way, you know. And I'm also seeing, yes, again, like they definitely want that fresh start with you is what I'm seeing, like the clean slate, and just to really like give it its fair shot, you know. And I feel like with both of you coming back like the way you are now, I see that you could definitely be an elevated relationship. Okay, but they definitely also feel like, you know, kind of like you both are at a crossroads as far as giving this a go or not. They definitely feel like if they approached you, it could go either way, like a 50-50, like 50% no, 50% yes. And I feel like, you know, it's just been a real year of transformation and soul searching for this person, and really coming into their own, as well as being their most authentic self. Okay, like I said, they're coming back with this earth energy, so it's definitely more stable, more practical, more grounded than it was before. It was definitely more flighty energy, very spontaneous and passionate, but definitely more immature and not as secure, if you know what I mean. Like, now they're coming back more stable, more mature is what I'm seeing. And again, with the house card, like, I do see that this person really views you, like I said, like the one, and they want to build with you. They want everything. They don't see their future without you. And what's funny too with that Drake song is, like, you know, just hold on, we're going home. Like, you're home to this person. And I just think that is super sweet that all like tied together, honestly. Okay, now the initials that I drew for this person: U, D, Z, L, H, E, T, M, B, and O. Okay, so those could be letters anywhere in the first, middle, or last name of theirs. Okay. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If you think you know who this is, let me know in the comments, as well as what you make of this. And if this resonates, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.